Guru team, welcome back. Welcome back to DayZ. Welcome back to Sakhal. Welcome back to the White Cloud. And welcome back to Shantar B, which actually has its own name. Ayan, apparently. And look, water. Water, water, water. So, Ayan, the island of Ayan. We are on Ayan. And there's some shacks on Ayan. There's some shacks through here. There's a lovely fire going. There's no hobo stove, which is a bit of a shame. But there are shacks. There's a couple of shacks. There's an engineering shack. There's these yellow shacks. That's mine. Thank you. And some other little garages and sheds. And bits and pieces. So there's not a lot else to Ayan, but over here you get an impression of just how big Shantar is, and how far down it goes, and how far up it goes. It is a big place, and we'll be talking about that separately. This is really just a hill, and this is not really why we're over here. It's really just a hill. It does have the possibility of a couple of container spawns on the coast, but I haven't found anything. So yeah, Ayan. I mean, you know, it's a place to come. It's very close. It is very close. You can see that there's a derelict village over there, with some derelict-looking buildings that are hanging around, and it's definitely something they're going to want to go and check out. So if you're over here at Ayan, or if you have to come over this way, like I said, it's essentially just like a hill with these little shacks and things on the side, and plenty of snow you can chelate if you want to. But that's not why we're really here. Why we're really here is really over there, and that is where we're really going to go. Well, here we are. It's oops, wrong one. It's a dramatic light. What is going on? Thank you. It's a dramatic light. You can just about see the sheds over there. So there's sheds over there, and we're over here with these houses that you have seen, that I was showing you, and that are pretty derelict. So there's a number of derelict houses. They got loot in them. They got stuff in them. There's a sweater over there. There's another one over there. There's a wreck over there. There's a wreck over here. They're all kind of fairly consistent wrecks, except for this one over here, which is the derelict abandoned house, but it's still in good enough condition. It still has a fire. So there is one place that does have a fire down here, and also this spring. So let's head up to this spring, which is, there's no I haven't found a path to the spring, but if you head up here, this is one of the this is one of the concrete houses from Livonia. So you're probably familiar with this one from Livonia. It's got one of these fires in it as well, opens and closes and stuff. Nice, nice, nice. So that's all good. So yeah, if you come up here, there's a little valley, which has got snow in it. And if you follow this little valley with the snow up a ways, there's a big set of rocks up here, off to the right. I think you can just see them now. So you come up here, come up this little valley, up to these rocks, and hey, look what you find up here. A spring. Sadly, it doesn't have a name. It looks like there's a number 3 carved in the back of the wall, but that's just the shape of the lighting, I think. So this is an honest to goodness spring right here. So here we are. Here we are, up here at this little spring. Just above the derelict village. Ayan's over there. We're here. and this is Shantar itself. So what we're gonna do, what I'm gonna do, is it's the sun is heading downwards towards a sunset, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to head on up to the lighthouse, and I will meet you up there, probably for dawn. It's a little bit of a walk when you think about the size of this place, like I've said, compared to say the peninsula over here. It's probably the same walk as from the tip all the way up to the radar SAM sites, maybe even further. So it's a little bit of walk I've got to do. I've got to do that little bit of work, and I'll have a little bit of a look around the island while I'm doing it. Get a feel for the place, fill you in, and then we'll have a little chat about the northern part of the island, and and we'll take it from there. But it'll probably have to wait till dawn because I think it'll be nighttime probably by the time I get up there. But there you go. That's the derelict village. It's got stuff in it. You could fish and cook. You can get some fresh water. It's all good, right? Okay. Well, look, it's just opening up here. It's a lovely sunset in real life as well as out there for where I live. So I'm just going to carry on and do this, and I'll see you all real soon. Ta-ta for now. Welcome back. We're up at the lighthouse. It's a little bit beyond dawn, which is fine. So here we are at Lighthouse Keeper's house, and his toilet, and his shack, her chicken coop. No chickens, which is a shame. No chickens. It would be nice if there were some chickens, but there aren't any chickens. So we're up here. We're up here at the top of Shantar, by the lighthouse. And over on this side, you'll see there's a couple of little buildings. They're like a couple of little hobo shacks, a little hobo stove, which is fine. So that's really it. So I'm gonna head on down, probably down towards the point, head out towards this way. I don't think there's anything else. I think there's a little shack or a couple of shacks down there, but I'll head down to this side. I'll bring you in down at the point, and I'll get started on that now, and I'll have a little chat to you about the terrain and the topography and stuff. So it's as I was coming through here, the middle bit, this bit, which is white here, is treeless. So it's all open grassland with some rocks and things in it, and even kind of this stuff here, because it's more deciduous and less coniferous. It's very reminiscent of more of Livonia than Cherno. To be fair, maybe some of the eastern areas of Cherno, but there's still lots of pines out there out east on Cherno. Lots of pine trees. There's some areas of Livonia up near the top of the map, the very top of the map, and out east on Livonia, which is a little bit more like this, where you've got this this kind of deciduous feel to it. This is an interesting arrangement. I mean, I'm not saying that it doesn't happen in the real world, but rarely, I would say, and twice within spitting distance is interesting. So anyway, my point is quite a lot more like Livonia than like Cherno, and that's not bad. I mean, it's open, it's easy, it's not too bad. Obviously, not a great deal of shelter, and obviously, if you know anything about base building, these trees are less good for planks than the pine trees. The big tall pine trees consistently give you a better yield for planks for base building. But you've got snow. Throw a snowball down here, maybe, and a moon. Hello, moon. So yeah, I mean, I'm kind of surprised there's no livestock, to be honest. I mean, you have a look at the size of this place. I reckon this would easily support a very stable deer population, which means it would probably support a very stable wolf population, hares, foxes. There's none of that here, which is I'm kind of surprised about that, because it is barren. Any things like feral chickens and stuff. I live in a place that has had issues with feral chickens. I mean, look at the size of this place. This is how big this place is. So you've got this great open grassland right across this bit, which is really good. I like that. It's very Lord of the Ringsy. You got all these knolls of stone sticking out and all the rest of it. And it's essentially just open grassland. Pardon the rendering issues with grass, as we know with DayZ. So this is really the northern bit of the island, the northern half of the island, as it were. And then we head down into, and obviously there's some mountains on that side. And if we have a look at the topography, you can see that it's dominated by this larger mountain and this smaller mountain, and a little bit more relaxed grade down to the coast. But that's the sort of situation. So I'm going to carry on down there. My boots are in good condition, so I should be good. It's a bit of a long hike. I don't know if I'll definitely get down there today. Look at how low the sun is. So we're heading south. You can see we're heading down the island, so we're heading south. We're heading southeast, actually. And this is how low the sun is. Because Sakhal is so far north, the sun never gets high. So it's always down. So everywhere in Sakhal, the sun is low. Even during most of the day. It does make understanding the daytime a little bit more unusual. Because you have to wrap your head around the fact that the sun's always low. So you're like, is the sun setting? It's not. That's it. Like, you know, this is noon. You know, it's like, it ain't going to get much higher than this. It's going to traverse its way across the low part of the sky, and it just does that. But, you know, that's Sakhal. So we're going to head down this side. And, yeah, and just before I go, actually, I was checking. So, the small island of Ayan only has 2 container spawns, and for the size of this entire island, 4. Only 4. Which is very, very interesting. It makes Salisco the winner for containers with 33 possible spawns, I should say. And I'm surprised that this island, being so large, has so few. There's no caves on this island, which is a bit of a surprise. Like I said, there's no livestock, which is a bit of a surprise. There should be a village in here somewhere, a farming village, completely deserted, at least, for sure. For an island of this size, or a mining operation, or I don't know, whatever this is. But anyway, there's none of that. So I'm a bit surprised by all of that. Anyway, we're going to carry on, and I'll bring you in when I'm down at the bottom. I'll see you soon. Right, crew team, welcome back. We're down here at the bottom of Shantar, again with the noisy seagulls, looking at this tiny island. So we're right down here, and you can see that there is a little wrecked house out there, which is fine, and really nothing else. So I'm not going out there to show you a wrecked house. Look, here's a wrecked house. It looks exactly the same. So it looks like this. This is the only house down on this end, and it doesn't have a roof, and it doesn't have a functioning fire in it. So there you go. So we are down here, down at the very bottom. That little square is the house. That square is also the house, but I'm pretty sure it's in the wrong place. So there you go. There's nothing over here that I'm aware of, and there's nothing else up this side of the coast. Oh, there's a little shack over there. Sorry, there's a little shack over there, and oh yeah, that's the little no, that's the hobo place over there. That might not be a shack. It could just be trees. Could just be trees. Yeah, don't know. Hard to tell. The map's being a bit unspecific on this. It doesn't really show the property very well. That's what I can tell you about that. Anyway, here we are. We're down here. Yeah, I mean, it took a while. It took a while to get down here. I'm not going to deny that. It took a while. This side, this forested side, especially as you get up near the top, a lot more pine trees, very reminiscent of West Cherno or southern Livonia. Quite dense, lots of trees. In some cases, quite steep, which is why I guess it's a lot like West Cherno, really, more than perhaps the southern part of Livonia, although that also has hills and things. So yeah, very dense, lots of forest around the coastline. Lots of rocks, you know. Some of them go right down to the water's edge, so you know you can't either have to go around them inland or you have to swim to get past them, and you don't really want to get wet out here unless you can find yourself a pretty good fire to live by. So yeah, I mean, I guess that's Shantar, everybody. Shantar and Ayan. Um, yeah, surprising that there's not more here, and no roads, and you know, no military bases, no military outposts, no nothing. And it is big. It is a lot bigger than you think, and it does take an awful lot of time to get around it. And there is an awful lot of different sort of topography and even you might say biomes, from this large grassland to this frozen mountain pine forest to these like this area is quite rocky and tumble down and so on and so forth. So it is a big place. It's a very big place, with surprisingly very few things on it for somewhere that is quite so big. But anyway, there you go. That's Shantar for you. I hope this video has shed some light on the island if you've never been here. If it has, please click the like button. Please subscribe to the channel and click the bell notification so you know when the next one of these will be coming out. Feel free to drop any tips, tricks, or hints of your own. And if you're interested in applying to join the White Cloud server, please follow the instructions below the video. And I will see you all again very soon for the last of our little island journeys. Ta-ta for now.
PlayStation